Let us solve the Fizz problem, which is one of the most basic programming interview problems on Leetcode. Let us see what it looks for. Let us say we have an integer n. We have to display a list of numbers from 1 to n given the below conditions. If the number is divisible by both 3 and 5, we will return Fizz. If it is just divisible by 3 and not by 5, we will return Fizz. And if it is only divisible by 5 and not by 3, we will return bus. Let us take a look at the third example to illustrate the concept here. We will print Fizz at the third index, again at the sixth index, at the ninth index, and lastly at the 12th index, because all of these are divisible by 3. Similarly, we will print buzz at the 5th index and at the 10th index, because these numbers are divisible by 5. However, at the 15th index, we have Fizzbuzz, because it is both divisible by 3 and 5, which is 15. So how do we solve this problem? We will start by creating an answer array. Let us call it R. Then we will loop all numbers from 1 to n or n plus 1. Whether it is n or n plus 1 would depend on the programming language. What we need to remember is to return n as the last element of the loop. And then if the index is divisible by 15, we will add Fizzbuzz to the array. If it is divisible by 5, then we add buzz. And lastly, if it is divisible by 3, we add Fizz. For all the other numbers, we will just add the index. Let's go over a solution on this in Python. Let us start with an empty array. Let's call it R. The first step will be to iterate over all the numbers from 1 to n plus 1, because then the last number will be n. So for I in range 1 to n plus 1, the first condition is that if the number can be divided by both 3 and 5, therefore 15, we need to print Fizzbuzz. You can determine that using the modulo operator, like so. If I modulo 15 equals 0, r dot append Fizzbuzz. Next, we need to check if the number can be divided by 5. And in that case, we need to append buzz to the response. Lf I modulo 5 equals 0, r dot append bus. And thirdly, we need to check if the number can be divided by 3, and then append Fizz to the response. And lastly, for all other numbers, we have to append the iterator itself, so I. Else r dot append I. Since we are looking for the string version of this, we can cast it to string. And finally, we need to return R, which is our final answer.